Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson again, and we are going to continue our studies. This time we're talking about solving multi-step equations. So here are the steps. First step, collect all terms to one side, usually the left side, using the additive inverse. And then we collect the other terms, all numbers, to the right side, usually, and we're using again the additive inverse. Solve and check. Solve for the variable and check your answer. So those are the 4 steps. So here's our first problem. So solve for x. Now normally we have numbers on one side, but I notice we have a number here and we have 2 numbers here. So we need to get all numbers together. So we have a 4 plus 16. We can get that together, combining those like terms. So 4 plus 16 gives us 20. And we have on this side 4x. Let me erase that a little bit. Got it better. 4x minus 8 equals 20. Now we have a minus 8 on this side that we need to get to the other side. And remember, using the additive inverse, so we want to get this minus 8 to this side. So I'm going to use the additive inverse, and additive inverse means opposite. So I'm going to take the opposite of minus, which is positive. And so I'm going to take positive 8, and I'm going to bring that to the other side. So I have a plus 8 here, and I have a plus 8 on this side, and I'm going to end up with 4x equals 28. Because my 8's canceled out over here. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and I'll have my answer of x equaling to 7. So the main thing was, it's a regular equation, but we end up with numbers sometimes on both sides of the equal sign. So we had a negative 8, which we needed to bring on this side. So that was the problem. So if we can just get this negative 8 over here by using the additive inverse, remember additive inverse means opposite, we can solve our problem. So the answer was x is equal to 7. So here's another one. This time we have x minus 8 equals 4 plus 16 minus 3x. So this time we have a minus 3x on this side, and we have an x over here. We have numbers on this right side, and we have a number on the left side. So we need to get this minus 3x on the other side of the equal sign, and this time we're going to use the additive inverse again, which is going to be plus 3x. So let's plus 3x. And let's make a clone of that. So we can bring that over to the other side. So now it's on the other side. So what ends up happening is the x's on this side, the minus 3x and positive 3x, cancel out. Over on this side, we have a 1 little x plus 3x that gives us 4x. So we have a minus 8. Let's clone that, bring that down here. And we have an equal sign. Let's clone that. And let's bring that down. And we have a 4 plus 16, which we can add together. So let's bring that down. And we have a plus 16, clone that, and bring that down. So we have, again, like we just had a previous question, we have a minus 8, which we need to bring on this side by using the additive inverse, and we've done that before. So let's make our minus 8 the additive or opposite of negative 8, which is going to be positive 8. And we're going to put that on both sides. So let's clone that of the equal sign. So we're going to put that over here. So we have the 8's on this side are going to cancel out. So I'm left with 4x, and I have all of these numbers over here to add up. I have a plus 4 and 16 and a plus 8. That adds up to 28. Now I can divide by 4 like I did last time, and I have again x is equal to 7. So my answer, x is equal to 7. So again, we're trying to get all of the numbers to one side and all the letters to the other side by using the additive inverse. So that's basically what the process is. So check your understanding, see if you understand it so far. If you're still uncertain, watch the video again and bring in your questions, write them down, and we'll be glad to answer them. Here's a question for you to try. 2x minus 12 equals 73 minus 3x. Here's another one, this time solve for a. 0.3a minus 10 equals 4 plus a. Now remember, that's a 0.3. So that decimal will make a little bit of difference. And remember, that's a 1a. So be glad to see what you get on that one. Check your understanding. Here's an old question. 1/2 of what number plus 10 equals negative 25? So that's a good question. Remember, you have to get the opposite of the negative 10 on both sides. So let's clone that. And that way your 10's will cancel out. So you should have done this before. And you'll have 1/2 y equals, you have a negative 25 and a negative minus 10. And that'll give you minus 35. And now 1/2 of what number is 35? So you would just divide that by 1/2, or you can change the 1/2 to a decimal, and you'll get y is equal to negative 70. So there's a old question from way back. Here's an interesting question. The square and the equilateral triangle have the same perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. Find the value of x. So the square has a side of x plus 5. The equilateral triangle has a side of 3x. Remember, perimeter is found by adding all sides. And one little hint, all the sides are equal in a square, and all the sides in an equilateral triangle are also equal. So see if you can find the value of x. Here's a nice question with distribution. You have parentheses, solve for p, sorry, not x. 5p equals 3 parentheses p plus 2. So you got to distribute and get your terms to one side and solve it. So I hope you found this lesson easy, and if you had difficulty, write down your questions, bring in them tomorrow, and I'll be glad to answer them. And if you need to watch the video again, please do. This is Dr. Robinson again, and I will see you in class tomorrow. Bye-bye.